Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this one's going to be on Mike Tyson, the rise and fall of the legend himself, Iron Mike Tyson. He isn't just a normal boxer. This guy is a force of nature, the storm in human form, and for a time, the most feared man on the planet. But we're going to start with the beginning. He came from a hard knock life, literally raised in the streets. He didn't have any help from his parents. They weren't around, so the only place he could go to was the streets. It molded him into this tough, young lad who was, unfortunately, if not taken away, would have been another statistic on the streets of New York. But we have none other than Customato, who comes and finds a diamond in the rough, sees the potential in this young boy, Mike Tyson, and takes him under his wing. And that's when the beast was born. He was molded and created by hard work and discipline. He had unmatched speed, terrifying power, and bad intentions every time he stepped into the ring. In the amateur scene, it was easy. He wiped out the guys with ease. His body, his presence, and his aura was insane. Alone, that would get him the win. Parents couldn't even believe this guy was 14 at the time. His body was already a fully grown man. His man strength came in very early, and his body was a unit. Even at that age, you would have thought he must have been on steroids or something. Customato had created a monster, and he was already starting to show the fruits of his labor by a young age. And the only issues he ever had was up here. But through the training and the grafting, his confidence grew when he just performed what he did in training in his amateur fights. And sure enough, KOs just kept happening. And that fear that he had, he was able to control it and manifest it to work for him instead of at him. And then it became scary. In the latter stages of his amateur career, he just missed out on an Olympic squad position and decided with Customato it was time for him to go pro. Boy, this is where it gets juicy. His pro career was pure destruction. He wasn't just destroying opponents, he was erasing them, knockout after knockout. 15 fights in 1 year, 15 victims. He was creating a highlight reel and people couldn't take their eyes off this specimen. He was knocking people out left, right and center. Donnie Long, John Anderson and Mark Young. These are not notable fighters by any stretch of the imagination, but they were just people to build up that portfolio for him. And now he was ready to start taking on more big fights. And guiding him through all of this was his father figure, his mentor, his trainer, Cus D'Amato. Cus didn't teach him how to box. He built him. He gave him belief. He gave him discipline. And he gave him purpose. But before Tyson could become the man that Cus envisioned, tragedy struck. Cus died. And suddenly, the young fighter who looked invincible was forced to carry the weight of the world alone. And then, the ultimate test, a world title fight, has come through for him. Trevor Berbick was standing in his way to becoming a champion. At 20 years old, Mike Tyson was looking to become the youngest heavyweight champion of the world, breaking a record that has stuck throughout time and to this day still hasn't been broken since. And what does he do? He delivers in devastating fashion, knocks out Trevor Berbick with one solid punch to the temple and makes him drop not once, not twice, but 3 times. Ref having to wave him off because he's seen enough. What fighter do you know punches someone once and makes him get knocked out 3 times? Insane scenes. And now it only just goes up for Mike Tyson. He is bigger than boxing. He becomes a global phenomenon. His aura was unmatched. The walk to the ring, the black robes, no socks, black trunks, and the fear that he exuded off that stare, that death stare he gives when he's pacing up and down the ring, staring down his opponent when they are face to face before the first bell. When Mike Tyson fought, the whole world stopped to watch. Blink and you miss it. He was just incredible. He became a money-making machine. Movies, video games, interviews. He was making appearances everywhere. He even went on WWE and they called him the baddest man on the planet. And honestly, who could argue he looked untouchable, invincible, until that fateful night in Tokyo against a fighter no one expected anything from, but he had the heart, he had the desire and the will, and that guy was Buster Douglas. He did the impossible that night. He beat Mike Tyson. And not just by points or anything, just scraping it, it was convincing. A knockout. He counted Tyson out. The myth was cracked. But the truth is, the downfall wasn't that night. It happened years earlier. Let's go back to when Custamato died. Without his mentor, Tyson was truly never the same. The discipline faded. Training camps were a joke and inconsistent. The wrong people entered his circle, fueling his head and putting him in the wrong pathways. His bad habits took over. Drugs, nightlife, women, fame, and ego. The very things that made him powerful now were consuming him. His personal life was spiraling. His marriage at the time was failing and a lot of emotions were going through him. His brain was fried. His emotions were all out of whack. He was at war with himself constantly. And the faster he rose, the faster it all seemed to collapse. And then the moment came that nobody expected, or more like nobody wanted to believe. He got convicted and sent to jail. From the top of the world to a prison cell. For the first time in his life, Mike Tyson had to sit still, had to think, had to face himself, not as a fighter, not as a champion, but as a man. And maybe that was the hardest fight of them all. Because Tyson's story wasn't just about his boxing. It was about the pain, loss, fame, self-destruction, redemption, and survival. Because despite everything, the rise, the fall, the chaos, Mike Tyson endured. And that's why his story still remains, still matters. Not because he was perfect, but because he is human. And somehow, throughout all the darkness, he still becomes a legend. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a little project that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I made a script, picked a fighter, of course, one of the best, Mike Tyson. Interesting, just a little, kind of like a documentary, but not really. Just a short little, nice and sweet story for you guys. Let me know who you want to see next, what boxer I should pick. I'm thinking of doing some boxers that I've enjoyed in my childhood. So those will come out sooner or later. And yeah, you comment in the comment section below who you'd like to see, and I'll maybe do my research on them as well and make a story like I did with this video. And let me know in the comment section below what I could do to improve maybe. And if you like the video, like and subscribe, because I will be making more, and I do check the comment section below on what I could do to improve, what you think of the video. And yeah, you might get me replying to your comment. So thank you so much, guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.